How's it going, Alan?
Good, how are you?
Very well, thanks. All right, so you guys are currently on tour with Less Than Jaded Bearings.
Yes, we are. This is just day 2 of the tour, so we're just getting started.
Nice. You were in Jacksonville yesterday, eh?
Yeah, and today we're in North Carolina.
Nice. How was the show in Jacksonville?
It was good. It was good. The crowd is pretty good, and it was our first day on the tour, so we had a little bit of the first day show syndrome. You know, getting back into the swing of playing live.
Right.
Having a little bit.
How long has it been since you guys played?
Well, we just did some overseas stuff a couple weeks ago, but
Okay.
Joe and Jake, our bass player and drummer, couldn't go, so we had some fill-in play. So
Gotcha.
it's been since last fall that we played together, all of us.
Wow, it's quite a while.
Yeah.
That's good. Must feel nice to get back into it then.
Oh, yeah, it does. It's great.
Did you guys already play today, or are you still waiting to play?
No, I'm still waiting. We got a couple hours. We just ate some ramen.
How does that work when you're touring? Like, do you have a schedule, or do you just kind of catch it here and there where you can?
Sorry?
I was just wondering, like, when you're touring like that, you never know when you're going to play, really. Do you get a sleep schedule at all, or is it just here and there?
Oh, no, yeah, we have a pretty set schedule on the tour. Play right around the same time every day.
Oh,
So
that's good.
we kind of know the plan and just space out eating food throughout the rest of the day.
Nice. Cool. All right. So you guys just released a music video. Nice to know, in anticipation for this tour. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, so we put out an album not too long ago called Some of You Will Like This, Some of You Won't. And it's like acoustic versions of a lot of old songs and some unreleased stuff, and also 2 new songs. And Nice to Know was one of those. And
Nice.
we wanted to, I mean, a big reason we did the album was to kind of show We're Your Strong fans that there's a whole different side of us as music listeners and music writers that they never see. And that would be cool to kind of touch on that. Because since our older records, our tastes have vastly grown and broadened, and we listen to a lot of different music and a lot of like softer stuff, not just heavy punk rock songs. And we thought it'd be fun to do that and write a couple new ones, and why not do a video for it, right?
Absolutely. And I listened to the album, and you describe it well, because you guys, the songs that you kind of strip down, you really do a good job at it. So you guys kill it on both ends of the spectrum, you know?
Thanks. Yeah, we like to think so. Because, like I said, that's like a huge part of our musical background. And we've been dying to get it out there. And a lot of the songs on the album, Nice to Know is actually one of them. We ended up re-recording it and changing a little bit, but it had been previously recorded along with a couple of the other tunes for other albums. And the last minute, they would get cut from the album because we just wanted to keep it heavy-hitting the whole time and not have a ballad-y kind of song. But
right. So
at this point, we're like, hey, we should just put them all out into the world.
Absolutely. You've written them and you like them, so you might as well do something with them, eh?
Exactly.
That's awesome. I noticed too, like in Nice to Know, and also a couple other your music videos, there's sort of a theme of costumes being done and like choreographed.
Yeah.
I just wonder if that has deeper roots, or was it just a random idea one day?
No, just kind of random ideas. We tend to not like to take ourselves too seriously, and we come up with a lot of stupid ideas. And believe it or not, what ends up being seen by the world is a lot less ridiculous than our first idea.
It evolves over time, eh?
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. So, is there any songs that you guys especially enjoy playing live?
Yeah, I mean, we really like playing new songs, you know, as any artist I'm sure would say, because certain songs we've been playing for over a decade now, and so when we get the chance to play newer songs, it's really invigorating for us. And our last, not the acoustic key album, but the self-titled we released 2 years ago, I think now.
Yeah.
We have some songs on there that are really fun to play, like We All Float Down Here. That's definitely one of my favorites to play live.
Nice. As an It reference, I'm assuming?
It is, but we came up with that before the new movie was a thing, because we are all huge fans of the original. And,
nice.
Yeah. We did it before it was cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you guys tour quite often. I'm wondering what type of music or what albums or bands you listen to when you're on the road.
Oh, man. Well, right now I'm on a huge Nine Inch Nails kick. So I'm listening to a lot of that, mainly because I've always kind of known their big songs, but never go into their catalog. But we've played a festival in Chicago with them called Riot Fest, and they headlined, and I saw it blew my mind. So I decided I should dive in and listen to some more of their stuff, and it turns out that I freaking love it. So I'm listening to a lot of that right now.
Cool. Your musical interests kind of change. It depends on the time.
Yeah, it depends on the time of year. You know, I listen to kind of different stuff, and really just what sparks my interest at the time. I'm beginning to that newest Ryan Adams record, Prisoner. That's a really good one. I think most Tory Strong fans would be surprised as to what we actually listen to, because believe it or not, it's not pop punk.
Right. What would you consider it?
I don't know. It's I don't know, a little bit of everything. My wife's she's really into bluegrass and folk, so I listen to a lot of that. And I love old country, old classic country, and classic rock. I mean, Tom Petty's one of my favorites of all time. Neil Young.
Your guys' songs, there's a lot of riffage going on in them, so it's not, even to me, like I wouldn't say it's classic, like what you would think of as pop punk, whichever era. Definitely has a little bit of pop punk tendrils flying behind it, if you will, but just the riffage and the unique songwriting, it's something of its own for sure.
Yeah, well, I like to think that has to do with exactly what we were just saying about our musical backgrounds being so different from the music itself. Because I always say, cause I work as a producer as well. I have a studio and I work with a lot of younger bands getting started. Sometimes people will be a big fan of a certain band and a certain band within their genre, and they write a bunch of songs that sound exactly like that band. And I always say, that band already exists. So how can you make your version unique? And the way you do that is you take all your influences that are outside of that and apply it to that platform.
Right. You know? So it's kind of like you guys are, you could say, if we're going to say a pop punk band, it was influenced by a lot of other genres outside of the punk genre itself. Whereas other pop
exactly.
punk.
It's like every artist has this unique makeup of musical DNA of all these different pieces. And that's what makes a band them and not someone else, because you take all those very unique pieces that are all mixed together and make it one thing.
Some words of wisdom.
Yeah, that's right.
Is there? So I guess I'll segue from that. What are some of your musical heroes?
Musical what?
Heroes.
Heroes.
Like your major influences.
Yeah. definitely Tom Petty. He's one of my all-time favorites. The Beatles.
Nice.
And Neil Young. Like I said, I'm big into like classic rock. But I think
awesome.
part of that is because that's really where it all boils down to in rock and roll, you know?
Yeah.
It's even it somehow worked its way from that to Green Day to Kings of Leon to, I don't know, everything. It all kind of boils back down to where rock and roll started, and I think that's really intriguing to me.
That's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
I was telling the drummer in our band today about this, and he mentioned that you have been building your own cabs.
I have.
Do you want to talk about that?
I haven't been building my own cabs necessarily. There's a company called Black Market Custom that makes custom cabs, and one day I met the guy, and it turns out their shop where they put their cabs was like 10 minutes away from my house. So I went and picked up the shop one day and said, hey, I'm a little bit of a hobby carpenter myself. Any chance I can build them myself? You just kind of show me how you do it, and I'll do it in your shop. And they were down with that. So I got to design and build my own set of cabs. I built 3 cabs.
Nice.
And then they sold one of them, the 412 that I made, as my signature model. So
That's
really,
awesome.
I didn't necessarily get into building cabs. I built my cabs. That's
okay. So you use them on tour and stuff?
Yeah, yep. This tour specifically, I'm not using any of them because they're at my studio.
Okay.
And I just brought some stuff we had in the storage space out on this tour, but I think I'm just using an orange cab, which is always a great thing to have.
Absolutely. Well, that's awesome. So is that what you're recording with then? Is your cab?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
We've recorded with that before, and I record a lot of other bands at my studio with that, and I'm sure we'll use it in the future.
That's awesome.
I'm
Good
recording.
for you.
Yeah. And thanks.
All right. Well, I got something I wasn't sure if I should do now, but I'm going to do it anyway. Basically what I'm going to do is I got 4 titles, and you can name either one person or no person or all the people from the band if it fits the title. So I got 4 of them to go to the amount of people in 4 Years Strong.
So wait, what is the game we're playing?
I got 4 like titles, and you can either say either one or all the people in your band or none of the people in your band, just if that fits them or not. So
okay.
The first one's Gear Nerd.
Gear Nerd? I'd say that's probably me.
All right. And the second one's Gamer.
Gamer?
Yeah.
No, none. None of
None?
us. We don't. No, I don't think any of us really play video games, like
at
all.
Not even board games?
Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't think about board games. Dan and I really like board games, card games, and things like that. We don't do it all that often, but
nice.
I definitely enjoy a good old-fashioned game.
All right, so this one will probably be you too, but the lumberjack.
Again, I'd say specifically probably me because my wife and I have a Christmas tree farm.
Right.
So I actually do cut down trees and sell them, but
all that wood
really. What's that?
Well, I was just going to ask if you guys use the wood from your Christmas tree to make the cabs.
No, I wish. No, but really, I guess all of us would fall into that category because, especially Joe and Jake, like professionally, when we're not on tour, they're carpenters.
Okay.
So.
There you go. The last one is hippie.
Hippie? I don't know if any of us would be called that.
There we go. Those are the 4 I came. I probably could have come up with better ones, but I thought it'd be something fun to try.
No, yeah. No, I appreciate the unique questions because a lot of interviews tend to do the same questions, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I was trying to make it different, but you guys probably get a lot of interviews, so the generic questions, I'm sure.
Well, we always say that anything that involves like musical background and stuff, I really like talking about.
Right.
But when someone says like, "Hey, what does your band sound like?" or "Where does the band name come from?" and I say, "Well, look online because I've answered that question about 100 times."
Yeah.
So.
No, that's true, and the smaller bands you can ask that for sure. So,
right. Sorry, there's a train passing.
That's okay. Well, I guess that pretty much wraps it up. Was there any other topics that you wanted to discuss before we close this down?
No, I guess just would love to have people check out our newest album. Some of you like this, some of you won't. And be on the lookout for new music. We don't have anything yet. We're starting to talk a lot about getting into the studio and making something happen.
Nice. Yeah, well,
and come out to the shows.
Come out to the shows for sure, and I'm sure there's lots of people looking forward to new 4-year strong music. So glad you guys are doing well. You keep doing what you're doing, so that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Alan. It was nice talking to you.
No problem. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
And no problem. And have fun in the rest of the tour.
Thanks.
All right. Cheers, man.
All right, bye.